to be with you all. And just a recap of what we did yesterday and what we learned yesterday. So we'll recap yesterday's some bullet points because this series is about learning meditation and how to meditate easily for everyday person. How can one learn a meditation without too much fuss about it in a simple way? So the yesterday we learned. So today we are going to see what is the importance of learning meditation. So as we discussed yesterday, meditation is nothing but the process in which we relearn. I am stressing many times relearning because this is not something you are learning new. It might feel new because of your years of corrupting the mind through the information, but you have felt this state when you were born. So when you were born, your whole childhood was this blissful state, happy, energetic state. There was no mental trauma or drama going on at that. So somehow this dust has accumulated. Now we are just cleaning that dust. So we again become childlike. So what we discuss, this very simple process of meditation is to learn or relearn the process to be in present. So these are two, the basic dysfunction in our life is this, that we have forgot to live in present and we constantly, or not we, our mind constantly lives in past or in future. So you might have seen all the thought going on either belongs to past or future, but life is happening here in this moment and we are missing out on that life. Every thought brings some sort of an insecurity. So if the thought belongs to future, it will bring anxiety. If the thought belongs to the past, it will bring anger into you. When your mind goes to past, it will always say, he said that, she said that, he did that, this happened to me, that happened to me. All this kind of mental drama will go on, and right now your life is beautiful, but just by thinking past, that time has come and gone. That time you face that challenge, but now your life is good, but still the thought of that past brings anger in you and fundamentally actually destroys your present. So we have a good family, good house, good kids, good job, good everything, good lifestyle, but still we are not happy because we are destroying our present because of the unwanted thing from past. Or some are destroying their present by just keep thinking about future. Now as we discussed, 99% of all this thought process is not useful, repetitive and negative in nature. So we are actually only one or two thought out of 70,000 thought is useful. Rest everything is of no use, repetitive and negative. Now with thought, emotion comes. With emotion, the chemical composition of body changes. So basically meditation is nothing but to learn the process to be and live in present. So that is the first dysfunction we understood yesterday, that the biggest dysfunction is my unconscious thought. This whatever going on in my head is my biggest dysfunction in the top of my head. So I need to come out of the head. I don't want to live in head. I want to live in actual moment. I want to live the life, not become, my life has just become thinking. No, I want to live no thinking at all. So don't try to stop, but just try to become aware. I am getting what thoughts in my head, where they belong to, what is the property, are they from past, or they constantly ask yourself, what is this all thought about? Now that is the first dysfunction. Second dysfunction is this: every thought brings, we have come into this pattern. So let's suppose thought is good thought, you will create craving. Okay, I want more, I want more, I want more, I want more. If the thought is not good, you will create aversion. I don't want it, I don't want it. So with the thought, you will create sensation. So the basic fundamental is thought. After thought, emotion. And after emotion is the action. So when you have started with one thought, okay, now because these thoughts are not under control, constantly you are going to past or going to future. Now they randomly comes. and most of the time mind is attracted to the negative thought. And now when they randomly comes, what happens? The random emotion comes into you, and when the random emotion comes into you, what happens? Your body creates a chemical reaction. That chemical reaction is called sensation. Now in this body, this is a chemical factory. There are a lot of sensation happening in this body. Either they are pleasant sensation or unpleasant. Now we have come into this vicious cycle of creating pleasant sensation or unpleasant sensation. And when we create pleasant sensation or unpleasant sensation, we create either craving or aversion. Craving or aversion. Now what is the nature of the sensation? That sensations are temporary. Now what is happening? This has become a mad habit cycle. Without we knowing, this cycle is going on. That thoughts are coming, we are creating craving, aversion, craving, aversion, craving, aversion. And both craving and aversions are destroying our peace. Let's suppose somebody said something to you, went into your ear, went to your brain, and if that interpretation in your brain is not pleasant, what will happen? You will create aversion, aversion, aversion. Now when you are creating aversion in the terms of anger, what will happen? Your body chemical composition changes. Now all your brain has these chemicals called dopamine, serotonin. All this chemical goes up and down just by somebody saying something. Today only I posted something that whatever chemical we have in our body, our mind is our responsibility, our body is our responsibility. We may not be able to change the external situations, but it's absolutely our responsibility that we don't give anybody authority that just by saying something your chemicals are changing in your head and your body is creating aversion, craving, making our life miserable. So these kind of things like anger, jealousy, hatred. In Hinduism they say Kam, Krodh, Moh, Matsar, Lobh. We don't want to get rid of. Many religions says, you need to get rid of Kama, you need to get rid of Krodha, you need to get rid of greed and all those. So Kama, Krodha means the sexual desire, or Krodha means anger, or all those things. In all the religions you should be staying away from it. But I can tell you one thing, it is impossible. You cannot stay away from anger, you cannot stay away from Kama, you cannot stay away from any emotion. Till the time you are in this body, everything is going to happen to you, and if you try to work on them, it's not going to happen anything. All we can do is we can wake up. When you wake up and see what is going in my mind, what kind of thought I am getting, where this is coming from, they are coming from future. When you understand, just by understanding, your thought will go down. When your thought will go down, automatically your Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, they will start to reduce. So we don't have to work on any external branch, we want to work on the root. When you work on the root, you will see how life blissful. Everything comes from your thought. Whatever you think, you become. Now if you just work on this thought, what is this thought about? So thought, you work on thought, emotion will be worked on, and the action will be. So don't work on the end result. Kama, Krodha, all these are end result. The birthplace of all these things is your thought. If you work on thought and just becoming aware, you will get rid of them. And when you get rid of them, it will be automatically dropped. Many people are struggling with anger. Many people are struggling with, they go for anger management. Many people are struggling with addiction, habits, alcohol, this and that. People call me and say, how do I get rid of it? I say, don't get rid of anything. If you leave anything, it will come back. We have to learn technique where they go automatically. So things have to drop automatically. Once they go automatically, then they never come back. So same like with your addiction, with your anger, addiction with your, these are all addiction. So they all go automatically if you just work on what is my thought, what is my mind, what is my body. So two main dysfunction, we start our class now. Two main dysfunction. One is to be in present. So once you start to be in present, automatically your thought belong to past and future. So if you start living in present, thought cannot be there. If thought cannot be there, what will happen? All this kama, krodha, lobha, moha, everything will go away from you. So you will become pure. The moment you become pure, you will feel what you call blissful, peaceful. Now, when I say pure, pure does not mean the religious this thing. Everyone is pure. Though people who live in present, they can be called pure, no matter what happened. Now, many people have guilt. I have done this, I have done that in my past. I have done this, I have done wrong thing, right thing, all the definition they give. I can tell you with guarantee, you have not done anything wrong. No matter what you have done, don't regret anything whatever happened in your life, because you have not done it. Your body and your mind has done it. Your body and mind has its own properties and they require. So sometimes you don't want to eat, but you go and eat. You are forced to eat. You cannot handle it because it's a body which is driving you right now. So feel no guilty for any body pleasure, sensation, whatever happened. Don't feel guilty about it. Okay, you were not awake. The thoughts were going on, and with the thoughts, emotion were going on, and you just kept flowing with the emotion. So it's not your mistake. But once you start learning this, you will forget all this guilt and all. You will know that I am far bigger than this body and mind. And everything which is guilt, anger, all this is related to body and mind. So you are far bigger than that. Leave that regret away from you. That just is like, a child which did not know what is right and wrong. He just went on the gas and touched the gas and his hand burned. So we are child like that. We are learning along the way. There is a still big way to go. So no regret for any action, because you have not done it. Your mind and body has done it. Okay. So now we start our session. Sit back, relax, create no resistance, and give 100%. Sit back, relax, take long deep breath in, eyes closed, back straight. Take long and deep breath in. Slowly let it go. Take a long and deep breath in. Slowly let it go. Take a long and deep breath in. Slowly let it go. Take a long and deep breath in. Now with next long deep breath in, we'll chant Am 3 times. Take long and deep breath in. Take long and deep breath in.